with the sort of entry, I don't know exactly the geography of the White House, but there's a hallway with red bricks. That was sort of the best visual. That's where I got my skate shot.
All right. And like 20 guys with black suits running.
Well, it was more that I had an escort tour guide, and they saw what I was doing. They sort of looked away because they didn't want to be a participant in that. So I handed my phone to another pro athlete that was there that day.
All right.
That's my story. That's it.
Not to the president.
I rode my skateboard for 20 feet, and I took a photo of it, and it caused a big shitstorm.
All right.
And I would do it again.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I'm pretty sure you're the first and the last person who ever did that.
We'll see. Yeah.
Maybe you can do it again. All right.
Any more questions?
Just a follow-up question. Do you think it's still possible for a pro skater to get a contract without the social media rules?
Only if they are killing it in competition. That's probably the only way to get recognized these days. Or putting out video parts consistently. There are two sides to skating and how to be successful. One is to compete and to keep competing and to do well, and the other is to produce video content. It doesn't have to be on social media. It could just be on YouTube. It could be through your sponsor. But if you are putting out consistent video parts or giving them to Thrasher, that will keep your name out there. But if you're not, it's funny. I literally had this conversation with Grayson Fletcher this morning because we were flying home from Estonia, and he was telling me how he doesn't like to post on social media, but his sponsors keep pushing him to, and his friends keep pushing him to, and sometimes he just relents because he feels like he's going to lose his contracts if he doesn't.
Okay, thanks.
You mentioned that skateboarding will be at the Olympics next year in Tokyo. Could you mention one or two skateboarders and street skaters who you really like to watch today and who could compete pretty good then?
For us to bet on.
Wow. Well, there's a few. There's no teams officially picked yet, but I can tell you that Nigel Houston is going to be the one to beat for sure. He is so precision in his skating, and the tricks that he can do consistently are tricks that most skaters would take them weeks to make once. And if they got it on video, that would be good enough for them. And there's a few. There's his name escapes me, but there's a Japanese kid who's won a couple of big events. What's his name? Anyone know that guy? Sorry, I'm drawing a blank. But there's a Japanese kid who is definitely gunning for that same position. I'd say in the park event, Pedro Barros is going to be a superstar from Brazil coming in, and Jagger Eaton from the U.S. But right now it's a toss-up. There has been no official qualifying, but those events are going to start soon.
All right. No more questions? There are no more questions. One more.
Only one item.
May I do? It's just a very simple question. What are your plans for the future?
To keep skating as long as I can. If I still feel like I'm keeping my skills up, and I would feel okay doing it in public still, doing exhibitions, things like that. But for the most part, I really enjoy doing fundraising for my foundation, promoting that work, raising awareness, doing more international work in that respect through Skatistan. We have a partnership, and really just being an advocate for skating in general. I do a lot of speaking engagements now, which isn't something I never thought. I never thought skateboarding would be a stepping stone to being a public speaker. But it's fun, and I enjoy telling my story and trying to be an advocate for skating as well. So yeah, and I'm always open to new ideas. So I don't have some master plan. I wish I could tell you if I did, but right now it's keep skating, keep talking.
Okay.
That's a very, very nice bridge to the ISPO Digitized Pioneers Night that will start in a couple of minutes. You're all invited, of course. We'll start right there in this hall, C6, and Tony will hold the keynote about the future of sports. So if you want to join us there, we would be very happy about that. I have one last question. It's just, I mean, that was actually the perfect last question, so I had to figure out another one. It's about motivation. Motivate us to stay hungry, to keep on moving forward. How do you do this every day to keep on not sitting there resting? Because, I mean, obviously you reached a lot, you're wealthy, you're healthy, and you have fun, so you could also stay at home and enjoy life.
I always challenge myself through the years, even from when I was very young to when I was very successful in competition. I wanted to keep improving my skills and keep branching out, learning new techniques, learning new styles, and I was never happy. I was never content with my last performance, or my last placing, because I knew I could improve it. And I think that's what I've always loved about skating in general, is that no matter how good you get, you can always get better. You can always learn new techniques. You can go faster, higher. You can flip your board faster, and it's constant challenge. And so if you take that attitude towards whatever you're doing, and to keep challenging yourself, learn every aspect of what you're interested in, you'll continue to grow. And that's what I've managed to do.
So let's stay hungry, and you figured it out. He just talked about 60 tricks at 60. All right, thank you very much.